There are things that believers have prayed for and it refused to go. There are conditions that seem not to answer. And you are saying, why? Let me tell you this. Every time you say, Lord, why is it that we trusted you but we did not see this manifestation? 90% of the time, aside from a few other explanations which we'll consider in other subjects, but 90% of the time, what happens to men is not a reflection of what God wanted to happen. It was the bankruptcy of the flow of power. So the next time you say, God, use me, what you are saying is, God, expand me, expand me, expand me. So that when I stand before a sick person, there is enough channel of that power to flow. When I stand before somebody going through economic hardship, he can do whatever it takes to do humanly, but I can deposit something divine upon his head. Are we listening now? There are some of you seated here right now. Your loved ones are sick. You are having financial crisis. There are all kinds of oppression. Some of you, your sleep last night was a nightmare. I'm not glorifying Satan. I'm just trying to be honest with you. Some of you, whilst you are seated here right now, you are some of the most diligent believers with character, holiness, and integrity I know of. But nothing has happened in your life from January till now. You will not bribe, you will not cheat, yet you have not seen one real manifestation of the mercy of God. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Our generation has to bring an answer as to why a woman will pray and fast on a sick bed and not recover till she dies. As to why somebody will say, I am a child of God, I will not take bribes, and he will remain poor till his children cannot go to school. We need answers. The assignment of the church is to bring answers. If we keep fooling ourselves, shying away in irresponsibility, and just creating all kinds of pictures and making it look like it is problems of members, sooner or later, they will leave us and go to seek whatever they feel can help them. Let me tell you the truth. The church was designed to be a place of answers. And I challenge every servant of the living God, including myself, that while we commend ourselves for the little God is doing, we must be honest with ourselves. The world is asking questions we are either not hearing or being deafened by our arrogance over little, and we are not staying to get real answers. We need answers. Tell me why the cancer plaguing me does not seem to reduce after prayer, and yet the Bible says, by his stripes I am healed. Tell me why integrity does not seem to reward in my life. Tell me why I raise my child in the fear of the Lord and he becomes something else. Where else should I go for answers? I've gone to the school. It attempted to give a few answers. I went to intelligent people. It attempted to give a few answers. I listened to my government. It attempted to give a few answers. You have told me that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be exalted above every other mountain. Now I have come. Give me answers as to why my prayer over Satan does not seem to drive him. Give me answers as to why my confessing of the word does not seem to produce result. Can I tell you, the person who stands with God to say, Lord, use me to answer this question, will be about the most valuable person in this generation. Use me to answer this question. Use me to answer this question. Use me to rewrite this narrative, that you become an answer to a question that is in the hearts of men. Is it true that when we say, thus saith the Lord, it really comes to pass? All other factors being constant. You don't say yes, you prove it with your life. By gaining power with God like Jacob, and then coming to multitudes and even nations and saying, thus saith the Lord. When you bring the results, you can teach us what you have done. And we can see truly that you have created a pathway for a generation to know God the more. I look forward to hearing genuine, verifiable cases of people who died before their time and were brought back to life. Genuinely. Not just by men of God, but by members they trained. That a lady will go home and say, my mom died and I know it is not her time, and I prayed and did engage this, and my mom coughed back to life and said, I was on my way going, but I heard your voice and you called me back. I look forward to hearing terrorists coming to church to testify that we caught somebody and we saw angels. Angels appeared physically and said, if you don't lose these people now, you will see the limitations of guns and bows and spears. And we decided to lead the people out, not just to deliver them. Can I tell you this sincerely? If the church does not attend to the needs that are confronting society, the church will be extinct. But not in my lifetime. Not in my lifetime. I belong to that generation that will say, Maranatha, come. Everything, come. Your power, come. Your wisdom, come. Your glory, come. According to the power that worketh in us. Unto him be glory in the church. In and through Joshua Selman. So whilst you are seated here, you are not just becoming a believer to get a job, get promotion. You are receiving what empowers you and planting a hunger within your spirit. Some of you, after this program, you will go and have a retreat for 2-3 days and say, Lord, I'm not looking for power to satisfy my lust. The kind of alignment I need to submit to for God's sake host more of you. Let it happen to me.